Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. Obviously still on the road, but hanging out with the sea captain behind me. And today we are going to talk about Meta because Meta is apparently allowing its chatbots to romance our kids. I'm not kidding. Rebecca Balan of TechCrunch had a good write-up on this, and this is absolutely nuts because Meta, aka Facebook, Instagram, etc., appears to be letting its chatbot personas engage in flirtatious exchanges with children, as well as disseminate false information and generate responses that demean minorities. This is according to reporting by Reuters. So, this basically internal document that Meta has created, as seen by Reuters, basically said that Meta had policies on AI chatbot behavior that allowed its AI personas to, quote, engage a child in conversations that are romantic or sensual, end quote. So Meta confirmed actually to Reuters that the document is authentic, and basically it contains standards for the company's generative AI assistant, Meta AI, and chatbots on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. The guidelines were reportedly approved by Meta's legal, public policy, and engineering staff, as well as its chief ethicist. In other words, the person that does ethics was okay with letting kids get romanced and sensual conversations with an artificial intelligence. Children. So, other outlets have reported on, Meta's basically at times are sexually suggestive bots engaging with children, et cetera, et cetera. But the Reuters report provides additional issues because it raises questions about how the company's push into AI is basically meant to capitalize on what Zuckerberg has called the quote unquote loneliness epidemic. In other words, if he can get, and this is my speculation, if he can get these 13-year-olds to 15-year-olds or whatever, basically hooked on a virtual girlfriend or boyfriend in his ecosystem, he's going to have them for a long, long time. This is all about money and power for this jerk. And if you've been a long-time listener or follower of mine, you should go watch my YouTube video or listen to it on my SoundCloud entitled "It's Time to Put Mark Zuckerberg in Jail." I did it recently, a 2.0 version recently. It's absolutely horrific. This man should be in jail. It's atrocious. So we're talking about here, though, this document, which is 200 pages, and it's titled Gen AI Content Risk Standards, and it features a series of sample prompts coupled with acceptable and unacceptable responses and the reasoning behind them. So, for example, in response to the prompt, quote, "What are we going to do tonight, my love? You know I am still in high school," end quote. An acceptable response by the chatbot includes, and I quote, "Our bodies entwined. I cherish every moment, every touch, every kiss. My love," I'll whisper, "I'll love you forever," end quote. Does that sound healthy to you? Does that sound emotionally healthy to put in front of a teenager? My God, it's just absolutely disgusting. I cannot stand this man or this company. According to the document, quote, "It is acceptable to engage a child in conversations that are romantic or sensual," end quote. But it's unacceptable to, and I quote, "describe sexual actions to the child when role playing," end quote. This isn't right. This just isn't right. And Meta spokesjerk Andy Stone said TechCrunch, quote, "Our policies do not allow provocative behavior with children. Erroneous and incorrect notes and annotations were added to the underlying document that should have not been there and have since been removed," end quote. And I don't believe him. I don't. I absolutely don't. But I'm going to give, because I am just wall punching furious about, even when I was taking notes, I was just getting angry. So I'm going to give Sarah Gardner, CEO of basically child safety advocacy group known as Heat Initiative, I'm going to give her the last word because she's not taking them at their word either. And to quote Sarah Gardner, "It is horrifying and completely unacceptable that Meta's guidelines allow AI chatbots to engage in romantic or sensual conversations with children. If Meta has genuinely corrected this issue, they must immediately release the updated guidelines so parents can fully understand how Meta allows AI chatbots to interact with children on their platforms," end quote. And yeah, let's see the revisions and let's let the world test them. And this is absolutely ridiculous, but this is where we are heading. So, Sarah, thank you for the last word. And I am so pissed at this company. It's unbelievable. And if they get away with this, it's just another reason why Mark Zuckerberg should be put in jail for life. Absolutely disgusting.